I think it sounds good. I haven't been able to get Brack, so just so you know. He don't text, and so I'm listening.
He's there when it's important.
He's there, but we don't know why he's not finding us yet. So, but we'll just go at 11, and if we have to start over, we'll announce you again. He don't text, and Okay, I think he's getting my message now.
I'm like a lizard this morning. My hand stood out there on the sidewalk till my hands are frozen.
We need some hand warmers under your
We need a key to the door. Be what we need.
The thermostat.
Yeah.
Keys to the door, the thermostat.
Yeah.
Be good.
I mean, you know
Oh, you're ready. This is too much like work.
Oh, get cushions next time. And a good Saturday morning. Welcome to all you folks listening in over the airwaves at WPAQ. This is kind of brisk Saturday morning. We're coming to you live from the historic Earl Theater as we do each and every Saturday for the Saturday morning merry-go-round. And it's my pleasure to be here with you folks as the MC again. I'm Jeannie Lowry, your host for today's program. We've got two great old-time bands on today's program, so I hope y'all brought your dancing shoes and you're welcome to dance here in front of the stage like I'm about to do, I hope anyways, if my legs will work. So help me make welcome to the stage for part one of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round, Mount Airy's finest, the Slate Mountain Ramblers.
Thank you, Jimmy. Appreciate that. Yeah, we barely alive. Like a lizard, we about froze, I think. But anyway, we'll get started here and play some dancing tunes. Maybe everybody get up and dance and warm up a little bit. A little bit of Sugar Hill. much. Get around here and pick you some of these old tunes.
Can we have a little more bass, please, Mr. Sound Person? Just a little more bass.
All right, it's good to see everybody out this cool morning. Get around here and y'all just help yourself to the dancing. And we appreciate Rhonda Vincent and them last night for coming and opening up for us. Yeah.
And they didn't even realize that. How
I
nice
know,
of them.
yeah.
We had a long ways to travel, so we had to do
I
a day
know,
later.
yeah. Now we're going to do a little bit of Susan Hannigan.
And introduce everybody to you. For those of you who don't know who we are, thank you for coming in the studio. Who is seeing us for the very first time? All right, we got some new people. We appreciate y'all coming out, and we're sure thankful for the ones that have followed us so many years. Miss Brenda and Mr. Out and Come Off the Mountain. I guess I've known them for, well, I'm 39 and I've always known you. And they have always come, and Lacey used to come before he passed away, just some dear friends. So we thank them for coming down from Sparta. And I feel like we'll definitely get your song today since it's chilly, a little chilly outside.
I think it just come because it was warmer below the mountain, not for the music.
That might be it too. We sure appreciate it. And Cousin Coy and Kim, we sure appreciate them coming. But over here playing the guitar, here from Mount Airy, North Carolina, Mr. Randy Hyatt.
Thank you.
We are a family band. Here in the middle playing the fiddle is my dad, Mr. Richard Bowman. Back here behind playing the bass is my mom, Barbara Bowman. And let's all just be real honest. Here's the star of the show today with us. Playing the guitar and looking all cute. It's my daughter, Maylin Todd. And I used to be the favorite, and you can see where I land. The dog, the husband, and the daughter, my granddaughter now is all the favorite, but that's okay. My name is Marcia Todd. Let's do it. We're going to do a little bit of Kitty Clyde for you here. Wait.
Saturday morning merry-go-round. Let's take a real quick break and send things back to Brack Llewellyn. He's manning the board there at WPAQ today. And hear a word from our sponsor for this portion of today's program, Price Power Equipment in Elkin, North Carolina. We'll be back with more great old-time music right after this. Thank you so much, Brack, and it's a pleasure to be with these folks here on the Saturday morning merry-go-round. The Slate Mountain Ramblers. Also stay tuned after the 12 o'clock news. We'll have another great old-time band, the Chestnut Mountain Ramblers. And I would like to remind you folks that I remembered to bring some WPAQ t-shirts today, so if you'd like to get one before you go home, I'll be glad to sell you one. And I also have a WPAQ bumper stickers, a few of them as well. So thanks for being here today for the Saturday morning merry-go-round. We'll just turn things back to you guys here and gals on the stage of the Earl, our special guest, the Slate Mountain Ramblers.
All right, thank you very much, Jenny. I'd like to make one of them plugs, as Tim Chadwick used to say. You mentioned the Chestnut Mountain. Chad Ritchie plays the fiddle in that band, and he lives down at Taylorsville, North Carolina. Anyway, the 2021 North Carolina Appalachian Folk Life Apprenticeship by the North Carolina Arts Council in Raleigh. They had some little things that they was going to do, and they just, it was like chair caning and basket weaving and just all kind of things. Anyway, fiddling and
Preserving the arts.
And the fiddle tunes and all that stuff. It covered a lot of stuff. But anyway, myself and Chad got that this year, so it's like it runs from June to June. And it was for the fiddling and the fiddling tunes and the stories behind them. And after 48 years of me fiddling, I know a lot of stories I could tell, you know, over the years. But anyway, myself and Chad, and you'll hear him on the next program, he'd be the fiddle player. And we're really proud of that. So what was you going to do, Marcia?
We'll do a little bit of Julianne Johnson.
Okay.
said, he's been playing 48 years, and he has sure helped a lot of people. A lot of people have passed through our house over those years to try to learn the songs and learn the music. So, real thankful for the North Carolina Arts Association and the Folklore Apprenticeship Program for Dad and Chad. So, when you listen to Chad next, you can hear a lot of resemblance where they've been working together and working on some of those tunes. So, real thankful for that. Well, Coy looks a little cold, so I think he wants to dance just about a half a jig. So we'll do some of his favorite songs. We'll do a little bit of the Lost John and tie it in with a little chicken reel for Cousin Coy.
Lost John coming through Tennessee, no head on his head, no shoes on his feet, begging a win for some 2 weeks. Long lost John. Wait for a freight train to come back, freight train coming, never made no stop, yeah, I've seen Lost John getting on top. Long ago, Lost John.
And send the whole program out to a few people. I want to send it over to Reedsville, North Carolina, to Mr. Jordan Nance and his family, Mr. Keith and Joy. And I want to send it all the way up to Charlottesville, Virginia as well, Mr. Dr. Robert Selden. Hopefully he is getting to watch and listen in. Dr. Selden, hey.
I know, I hope he's listening.
Hope so, hope he's doing well.
Yeah, I said if I had one wish, I wished that there was about 10 of him and one born every 10 years. Because he's really a special person, and he was really a good CF doctor.
Yeah.
And still is.
Yep, very special to our family over the years. He retired back in 1999, took care of me since I was about 4 months old. And when he retired, he still made it a point to come see us every year at the Galax Village Convention. Him and his family would come down. They had planned to come this year, and he had a little mishap feeding the birds, I believe, and wasn't able to come, but hopefully we'll get to see you real soon, Dr. Selden. So send it out to him, and also I want to send it over to the Big Pond, over into England, over to the Johnsons, and to the Henleys. Hopefully they're listening in. So we'll do a little bit of the Surry County National Anthem for those of you in the audience not from here. This is the old-time national anthem of Surry County here. A little bit of the Sally Ann. it going. So we shall do that. Yes, we'll do Ragtime Annie. That is your favorite song. We sure appreciate everybody coming out, especially those that come all the time, and we've kind of learned which songs they love. So we're going to do a little bit of Ragtime Annie for you, and we'll send it up to Draper, Virginia, to old Pumpkinhead, Mr. Dapper Phillips. So, we tell you where we're going to be the next time. We Friday night, yes. Friday night the 12th, we'll be up in Galax, Virginia at the Rex Theater. It's a venue just about exactly like this. They got a dance floor, got seating like this, got a balcony as well. And it's usually broadcast on the sister station of 98.1 FM. So come up and be with us. We'll be up there. We'll be up there. It's from 7 to 9, I believe. So come up and be with us again. That's at the Rex Theater in Galax, Virginia. And we'll do you a little bit of another dance tune here. Maybe a little bit of the Hangman's Reel. A little bit of Hangman's Reel for you.
Great job, and left my shoes somewhere, so anybody don't make fun of me, please. Yeah, pretty much. We'll need to take a real quick break for the weather forecast now. We'll be back with more music coming up. Great old time music from the Slate Mountain Ramblers right after this.
Yeah, they told me about coming over here today. Yes. And I said, okay, I'll use them later this week. I was here last night.
Thank you so much, Brad. Appreciate you this Saturday morning. And without further ado, help me make welcome back to the stage for part one of today's Merry-Go-Round, the Slate Mountain Ramblers.
All right, thank you, Jenny.
All right, we've been playing fast tunes. We do play a lot of slow tunes too, but we have to be wore out, I reckon, to play them. Anyway, we'll play you a slow tune. What do you want to do, Marcia?
We'll play one in honor of Mr. Clyde Johnson. For those of you in the theater, he is the fourth picture on your right back there. And he was the host here of the Merry-Go-Round program for over 40 years. And in that, the last few years of his life, he was our guitar player and our honorary family member by sure. We sure miss him, and we always think about him here at the Merry-Go-Round. So he used to sing, he called them old-time country songs. And we'll do this one in honor of him, a little bit of the Faded Love. As I look at the letters you wrote to me, it's you that I am thinking of. As I read the lines that to me were so sweet, I remember our faded love. You, darling, more and more every day, as heaven witness the stars above. With every heartbeat, I still think of you and remember our faded love. As I think of the past and all the pleasures we've had, as I watched the mating of the dove, it was in the springtime when you said goodbye. I remember our faded love. You, darling, more and more every day, as heaven witness the stars above. With every heartbeat, I still think of you and remember our faded love. I still remember our faded love.
All right, thank you, Marcia. Now, what was you going to do?
Under the double eagle, I
Under the
believe.
double eagle. Yeah, I'm usually drinking a whole lot when I play that.
Well, it's awful early, so I'm glad you're not.
Ain't that right?
Jeannie said to keep going, so we sure will. We'll play a little bit of the Yellow Cat. This is one of Marty's favorite D tunes. I think his one of 2 favorite D tunes. He is home. He is a little puny, so he stayed in. So me and Malin went to breakfast and then hit the Hobby Lobby this morning, and I didn't have enough time, so I got to go back later. I think I got to the first 2 rows. I was like, dang, we'll have to come back, Malin. Christmas is 50% off for anybody interested in Hobby Lobby. But this is one of his favorite D tunes, a little bit of the Yellow Cat.
That's what them cloggers likes to dance to, too.
Yeah, baby.
Seem like that. Them stomp the ground.
A little bit of
Play fortune. I learned to play all these tunes from all these people that played music on the wall around here. Played with all of them except Fred Cochran there. I never did get to meet him in person, but anyway, I did learn to play his tunes from recordings, some of them. But I did play personally with all the other people that's around. And it was back when I was younger, it was really fun to be around those folks. Seems like it ain't no people much like that anymore, but you know, times changes for everything, not only just that, I guess, but anyway.
Sometimes around the houses picking up.
Yeah. But we'll play a tune that Ernest Easter made famous. It was called Fortune. Sometimes I say once I had a fortune, but anyway.
I hadn't found mine yet.
Mountain Ramblers and a mighty fine dancing too out there here in the Earl Theater. If you're just tuning in or just joining us, two great old-time bands on today's program. After the 12 o'clock news, we'll have another hour and a half of music from our special guests, the Chestnut Mountain Ramblers. Right now, we'll send things back to you, Brack, and get a word from our sponsor of this portion of today's program. And we'll be back with more music coming up on WPAQ Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round right after this. Anna was trying to get her video. I know. I'm sorry about that, Kim. Thank you so much, Brack, and welcome to all the folks watching on our YouTube stream at WPAQ radio station, and also folks listening by way of the internet from who knows where at WPAQ740.com. Welcome to the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round. Right now, we'll go ahead and have some more great old-time music from our special guests, the Slate Mountain Ramblers.
All right, thank you, Jenny. We're going to do a gospel number here on the program. Get Miss Malin up here to sing for you. She does a real fine job of this. This is one Tommy Gerald kind of made famous, if you will, and we sure enjoy doing it. A little bit of God Gave Noah the Rainbow Sign.
Yeah, and I'd like to say hey to Brack. The first time I met Brack was at Tommy Gerald's house. That was when I was trying to learn all these old tunes, and we was both young fellas back then, I reckon.
That's right.
But anyway, that's where I met Brack the first time I can remember meeting him, and knowed him for, well, I've been playing 48 years, so I've known him, I guess, 48 years. And this is one of Tommy's tunes, God Gave Noah the Rainbow Sign.
Bye.
he's the famous and popular one now. Good job, Malin. Good job. While I got this banjo, we'll get a couple more in here. We throw a bluegrass number. Me and Frosty like to play bluegrass. We don't tell Dad what he's playing. He'll never know the difference, y'all. But we'll throw this one right here in here on you. A little bit of the Sally Gooden. Cousin Coy.
Good dancing, Coy. I reckon as far back as I can remember, me and Coy's been first cousins.
Glad you straightened that out for all of us there, Dad. Got to have a toddler in a banjo, so you don't have easy there, Dad. We'll get out into Brenda's tune here. Lacey Duncan followed us for years, and he loved Chilly Winds. Just loved it. And Daddy hated it.
I know, he used to talk to me hateful.
You deserved it.
I ain't forgot it.
You deserved it.
Yeah.
Kelly, I'll tell a quick story. Kelly has a merry-go-round performance of the Slate Mountain Ramblers in 1988. And that was before I was playing, of course. And it was at the station. And it was Larry Siegman and Barbara Poole and Jackie and Gary Ferguson. And need to give you a copy of that, Brenda. You and Lacey come down, and Daddy talked about it on the recording. Kelly made me a copy of it the other week, and I sure am thankful to have that.
Yeah, I know. I talked about it even back in the beginning.
Even in 1988.
Yeah.
But this is one of his favorite songs. It's a little bit of the Chilly Winds. time for coming here in the studio, and those listening on WPAQ and on the YouTube channel. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, Kelly and Tim and Brack and everyone, Bob, everyone at the radio station, and Christy. We sure appreciate all the support for the music. We got one more to do, and we want to be sure and send it up to Cana, Virginia, and over on Franklin Road. Go send it up to B&B Produce. We sure appreciate those people. Eddie and Gary do a fine job. If you need some produce, be sure and go see them. And then over on Franklin Road to the Old Owl Gang. I'm sure they're riding around doing nothing. They wouldn't come because it costs Raymond a little money to get in. But I still love him. And Nelba's a good woman. I don't care what anybody says.
Have we got time to tell you about that salad patch?
No.
Told me one day I planted a big old salad patch, and I told Barbara, you know, she said, well, we can get some salad and can it maybe this year. So she went down there and got her cans out and cleaned them up, and then next time I saw Raymond, he said, that salad patch ain't going to turn out too good. And I said, well, I don't know what I'm going to tell Barbara about it. He said, just tell her it's always next year.
But we'll do one more, and we'll send it up to Draper, Virginia, too. We'll send this one to Daphne. It's one of her favorite tunes, a little bit of the Lost Indian.
Ramblers. They'll be back with us again on March 5th of 2022. Right now it's time for us to catch up on state and local news as well as the updated weather forecast. Stick around until after the 12 o'clock news, and we'll have another hour and a half from our special guest, more great old-time music from the Chestnut Mountain Ramblers. Until then, you're listening to the voice of the Blue Ridge, WPAQ.
How long is the news usually? Certainly will.
He's got to mute it. Okay, go ahead and unmute everything, Patrick, if you don't mind. Never mind, Patrick, please mute number 9. Sorry. Thank you. Okay, unmute 9 now, sorry.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brack, and if you're just tuning in or just joining us, had a great first hour with the Slate Mountain Ramblers. Thank y'all so much. Always do a great job. Don't forget, they'll be on our sister station next Friday night for the Blue Ridge Backroads. And if you can, just head on up to the Rex Theater for that. That'll be a great show. And right now we got another good old-time band on here for the second portion of today's merry-go-round. Some of these folks, let's see, we got folks from East Bend, we got folks from Taylorsville, North Carolina, and then we got folks from right around here in Mount Airy. So we'll tell you, or have Chad to tell you a little bit more about each one in the group right after we get things started here. So without further ado, help me welcome to the stage of the Earl Theater for part 2 of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round, the Chestnut Mountain Ramblers.
Yeah. All right. Telling them before we started, I learned a bunch of the tunes I know from Richard there, so you might hear a lot of the same things. Let's start off with Soldier Joy.
Thank y'all.
Okay, little lady here, she always did like to hear Ragtime Annie, where she's at. We'll, okay, let's play a little bit of Ragtime Annie. How about Susan Annigal? There you go. That'd be cool.
today's program, the Chestnut Mountain Ramblers. Let's take a real quick break, Chad, if you don't mind, and then we'll come back and play until the bottom of the hour. Right now, though, we'll send things back to you, Brad Llewellyn, for a word from our sponsor of this portion of today's Merry-Go-Round, and that's Bledsoe and Associates. And we'll be back with more music coming up on today's program right after this. Thank you so much, Bragg. If you're just tuning in or just joining us, two great old-time groups on today's program, the Slate Mountain Ramblers and now the Chestnut Mountain Ramblers. They'll be our special guests until 1:30. And right now, Chad, let's go ahead and play down to the bottom of the hour. We'll take another break and look at the weather forecast then.
Sounds good. Before we start, I'd like to introduce this group here. Over here on guitar, we got Pat Hyatt from Mount Airy here. Over here on banjo, we got Miss Linda Cade. Brag on Linda a little bit. She's just inducted in the Blue Ridge Music Hall of Fame this year. Back here on bass, we got Wayne Bailey from East Bend. And I'm Chad Ritchie, I'm from Taylorsville. And here on guitar, we got Robbie Herman. Robbie's a young kid from Taylorsville down here, and we started helping him when he was, I don't know, how old was he, about 14 maybe? So, yeah, he has come a long way, and he's been fun to play with. And I tell you, if you ever get a chance to mentor a young person with this music, do it. You might get to share stage with them sometime. So we'll get Robbie to sing one called Polly Wally Doodle All Day. I don't know how he remembers all these words, but ready?
Hey, well, my Mary Jane. I'm gonna be a
2 cups of coffee on the way down here, and after I started that one, I thought it might be a little tough to get all them words in there, but you done good. Look at my list here. What do you think about Arkansas traffic? Thank you. All right. This is a new fiddle I just got last week from Richard there. He made this thing, and I like it a lot. Yeah. Gosh, seems like we played fast song after fast song. Let's play something slow we could play. We ain't got much slow on the list. Wait on, sweet home. Let's start this one. Robbie, you'll sing Cumberland Gap? Okay.
Chad, go ahead and give us one more song before we check the weather forecast.
Okay, how about Mississippi Sawyer?
Mountain Ramblers here on part 2 of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. Brad, go ahead and give us an updated look at the weather forecast. And we'll be back with more music from these fine folks here from the stage of the Earl Theater, home of the Old Time Music Heritage Hall. We'll be back right after this. Thank you so much, Brack, and if you're just tuning in or just joining us, great old-time music today on the Saturday morning merry-go-round. And right now, back to our special guests for part 2 of today's program, the Chestnut Mountain Ramblers.
Yeah. All right. You want to play? You want to sing Angelina Baker?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do that. see here. What's another one we could play? Let's do 5 cent piece. That'll be a good one here. We'll do a couple more here before we change keys. Let's do the cricket on the hearth? Yeah. Okay. One called Cricket on the Hearth.
know, Chad had an uncle that used to call that, instead of cricket on the hearth, he'd call it cricket on the hop. Because when you say, no, it's cricket on the hearth, he'd say, well, that don't make no sense. A cricket hops, so it's naturally supposed to be cricket on the hop. So that's what he would call it. Made me think of that. Maybe it's a good time to tell the folks about your Folk Life Apprenticeship grant that you've been awarded through the North Carolina Arts Council. Why don't you tell the folks more about that?
Sure, yeah. I've been a fan of Richard Bowman's fiddling for a long time. I guess kind of what made me want to start playing old-time music. And so the North Carolina Arts Council has a grant opportunity. It's a Folk Life Apprenticeship grant. And so Richard and I had applied for this last year and didn't get it, but we tried again this year and finally got awarded this back in May. So it runs from July through June. So it's just a year opportunity to spend time with Richard and learn his tunes, learn where he's learned his tunes from, and I've got some videos on YouTube that I'm fixing to put out there for everybody to watch and follow along if they're interested. But it's been a really good opportunity so far, and so yeah.
Paul Brown also did one of these, and I forget the young man that he apprenticed.
Trevor McKenzie.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And they came up to the radio station and they did a little program and talked about the different tunes and told some tales and different things. So I hope y'all will get an opportunity to do that too sometime during this year.
Yeah, we've got a few ideas on things we're going to do programs towards the end of the grant, and but yeah, we would like to come up to the radio station and do one there, and probably do one down around where I'm from, down around Taylorsville area. So yeah, it's been a great learning opportunity, getting to work with Richard and learn these tunes and where he got them from. So yeah.
Well, that's great, and we thank the North Carolina Arts Council for sure for that opportunity for y'all. Let's see, you said you wanted to change keys here at about the quarter hour, so you want to do about one more tune and then we'll take a break?
Yeah, that's good. What do you think? Julianne Johnson? Let's do that one. We'll do one. Julianne Johnson. This comes from a fiddler, Emmett Lundy, up in Galax, Virginia. I guess kind of made this one popular, so we'll play Julianne Johnson.
Great job from our special guests, the Chestnut Mountain Ramblers, and we'll be back with more music coming up here right after a word from our sponsor for this portion of today's program. That's Old Mill Music, and we'll be back right after this. I liked y'all's tag team dancing. That was so cute. One come out, and then the way it was sat. I wondered, are they going to dance together? But y'all did. Are you twins? Oh, I thought you might be. Cute. Does your sister dance too? Oh, she does hip hop dance. Okay. Wow. Did you learn all those moves in hip hop class? Oh, cool. Yeah, that's good. I like tap dancing. Very good. Check us out online at oldmailmusic.com and be sure to like us and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Better yet, just come and see us at Old Mill Music, 236 North. Y'all still all right? Downtown Marion. Thank you so much, Brack, and we'll be closing up a little bit early at Old Mill Music today to go get our picture took, so we'll see how that goes. Usually it ends in a brawl, but that's okay. We're going to try to do better today, but people have already decided that they don't want to have their picture made. When you get to 14, no. And then the 9-year-old's even worse. The one in between does pretty good. The littler one does good, but the boys. Oh, now that's a real treat to go get your picture made with those folks. So we'll be closing up about 3:30 to go do that today at Old Mill Music. But until then, my husband and James will be glad to wait on you folks. And we got a lot of stuff in, and it's time now to lay away for Christmas. Chad, did that give you time to get tuned up, get changed keys there?
Yeah, this banjo here. It was a tune when she bought it. All right, we'll maybe get Robbie to sing one more here on, or Pat. This is the first time Robbie's played with us in this group setting, so we're trying to figure out who's singing what, but we'll get it figured out here. Just we'll do Sail Away Ladies. Y'all ready? Lindy, you gonna play that song you said we easily relate to, the Poor White Folks?
Yes. The theme song.
Yeah, this is one called Poor White Folks. Lindy used to play with a fiddler from the Wilkesboro area named Fred McBride, And this is one he used to play, and Linda used to play with the Stone Mountain String Band. That's the album they made. So, yeah, we'll play Poor White Folks. One she says we can all easily relate to.
break, Chad, and hear a word about the program that airs twice each week here on WPAQ. That's Knee Deep in Bluegrass. We'll be back with more music coming up right after this.
I get 2 now. 8 minutes. About 8 minutes.
Thank you so much, Brad. Appreciate you this morning. And right now, with Chad, I think we got time to play probably 2 more before we break away for top of the hour station identification, as well as an updated look at the forecast. So what you got picked out for us next?
I think we'll get Robbie to sing one here called Train on the Island. This is one Tommy Jarrell used to play. A bunch of these other round big fiddlers, so we'll do Train on the Island.
Train on the island, can't you hear it blow? Go and tell that pretty little girl
you. How about do Lonely Tunes? Lonely Tunes.
Great job from our special guests, the Chestnut Mountain Ramblers. We just about reached the top of the hour, so we'll send things back to the station at WPAQ for an updated look at the weather, and then we'll be back with another 29 minutes for you here on the Saturday morning merry-go-round. You're listening to the voice of the Blue Ridge, AM 740, along with FM 106.7 WPAQ. Thank you so much, Brack, and got a lot of nice comments on both acts today, and thank you so much for being here. Bobby and Betty are listening in, enjoying the old-time music. Thanks for reaching out. All the folks also watching our YouTube stream, we really appreciate it. And right now, back to our special guest for this portion of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. That's the Chestnut Mountain Ramblers. What you got picked out for us next, Chad?
I think we'll play Let Me Fall. How's that? All right. So one more. Let's do the Stay All Night.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, we'll do one called Stay All Night. Yeah, stay all night, don't go home. Nancy. One more. All right, one more. You gonna do the Hangman's Reel?
Yeah.
Do this one for Lisa. Hey, Lisa. We'll do Hangman's Reel for Wayne's wife, Miss Lisa over here. So this was one that was, I guess Albert Hash kind of made this one popular. So.
special guests, Chestnut Mountain Ramblers. We'll send things back to you, Brack, and hear a word about our Chick-fil-A promo still going through this football season. The Bears Radio Network on the air every Friday night here on the Voice of the Blue Ridge. We'll be back. More music on today's Saturday morning merry-go-round right after this. Thank you so much, Brack, and I'll take this opportunity to tell you folks who'll be with us next week. We'll have the Bark Point Ramblers, followed by the Swordsmen. They're from Ramsor, North Carolina, and do bluegrass gospel. So that's our program for next week. Right now, back to more old-time music from our special guests, the Chestnut Mountain Ramblers.
Okay. Thank you, Jenny. We'll do one called Cotton Eye Joe. My daughter the other day, I was listening to Cotton Eye Joe, and she says, "You know that song?" And I said, "Yeah." Apparently, there's a new
Well, sort of.
Yeah.
Newer than the old one.
Yeah, newer than the old one. Yeah. Here's Cotton Eye Joe. You want to do that one again? How about singing Ida Red? Yeah. Long and tall. Long and tall.
Sleeps in the kitchen with a beat in the hall.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed watching these folks dance today.
Oh, yeah.
It's been fun. Where are y'all from?
Virginia.
What, do you mind telling me what town?
Prince George.
Prince George. Is that close to Washington? Is it close to Charlottesville? Well, I don't know much about geography then, do I?
Prince George County.
I recognize the county, but I feel like I should know where it's at, and I don't know. Oh, Petersburg. Okay, great. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, cool. Well, I'm glad y'all are here. Do you know anything about old-time music?
No.
You just know that you like to dance to it? Okay. Well, that's great. Well, right now I need to tell you folks about a great business located across the street here from the Earl Theater. It's the sponsor of this portion of today's Merry-Go-Round. And that's Mayberry Music Center. They are located once again right across from the Earl Theater, locally owned and operated by James Easter of the Easter Brothers. And James would like to invite you to stop in there and check their selection of acoustic as well as electric guitars, bass guitars, mandolins. They've also got fiddles and banjos and trumpets, saxophones, clarinets, flutes, and much, much more. And last night they even had Rhonda Vincent in there. Did you see that on Facebook? So they were having a little jam session with Rhonda before the concert. Mayberry Music Center specializes, though, in Blue Ridge guitars, and they're the authorized Blue Ridge guitar dealer here in the Mount Airy area. Mayberry Music Center always gives a $100 discount off the suggested retail price of their Blue Ridge guitars, and you'll usually find there's some slightly used Blue Ridge guitars at a discounted price. They've got strings as well as all types of accessories for your instrument, and they also offer music lessons and instrument repair. And James wants to be sure that you know that if you don't see what you're looking for when you stop by Mayberry Music Center, just ask them, because chances are they can have it for you in just a couple of days. And you'll also find there a great selection of bluegrass and bluegrass gospel CDs, including titles from the Easter Brothers and the Primitive Quartet. Mayberry Music Center is open Monday through Friday from 9:30 to 4, and on Saturdays they're open from 9:30 to 3. They're always closed on Sunday. That's Mayberry Music Center, historic Main Street in downtown Mount Airy, bringing you this portion of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round, featuring the Chestnut Mountain Ramblers, which we'll go back to y'all next. Let's see, Chad, we probably got time for 3 more songs.
3 more. That's about all we know. So, we'll do Hand Me Down My Walking Cane.
All my symptoms taken away.
sound good on the air guitar. All right, how about, Big-Eyed Rabbit? Big-Eyed Rabbit.
Give you a chance to pick out what you want to do to wrap things up today. But I don't believe I've seen y'all since you became a grandpa.
Yep.
And so congratulations on that. Then you married one of yours. You married one off.
Yeah.
Or you know what I mean. Anyways. So congratulations for that as well. Any other milestones happened since I've seen anybody today? So I just want to say congratulations on that. What do you think you should end things up with, Chad?
I've about done it right there. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, goodness.
What do you do, John Brown's Dream?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, sing along. All right, here we go.
Mountain Ramblers, also our special guest for part one of today's program. The Slate Mountain Ramblers had a great time with you folks. Stay tuned, a whole lot more music coming up today on The Voice of the Blue Ridge.